Hey everybody, this is Luke from Make Masking Optional. I'm here with John VonLangen. He's your trustee candidate for Zone 7 for Billings Public Schools. You're not going to want to miss this interview. All right, we're going to switch topics. We're going to talk about board meetings now.
All right.
What do you think?
Those are fun.
Yeah.
4-hour events.
4 hours. In talking about board meetings and thinking about, the potential that there might be some disagreements that arise now if we get some candidates on the board that don't just see things the same way as the superintendent. How do you feel is the best way to resolve those conflicts or navigate those types of meetings where there might be some conflicting views or different points of view?
Well, I think one thing that would be helpful is currently there's a time limit for parents. Parents are restricted. I don't recall if it's 3 minutes or something else, and that is highly regulated. That's the only extremely regulated part of these meetings. I think if we're going to have different voices on the board that are going to voice different opinions, that there probably should be time limits for each board member to give their thoughts or ask their questions with respect to a particular matter or issue. From that same perspective, I think it would be important to have the presenters have a certain limited period of time as well to make their presentation, just so that the board meeting flows along naturally. I think a lot of times the board has moved the parental discussion towards the end of the meeting, and it's really hard for a parent, honestly, to sit through a 4-hour meeting only to then start their comment. And I think, we need to hopefully, shorten and limit the discussion, if you will, the time period for discussion for each person.
Yeah, I think what's interesting about that is the current chair of the board said that she has the ability to control the orderly progression of the meetings. But it seems like the only place that she uses that influence is on the parents and the public comment. She doesn't.
Exactly. Yeah. The public comment, I've never seen. I mean, they take the screen, they start the timer, they flip it up, and they watch it like a hawk. Yet they can have a presenter come and speak for 15 or 20 minutes without trying to manage that in any way.
Yeah.
And to me, that's not an efficient way to run the meeting.
Good.
As a school board trustee, you're elected, how would you go about gathering information to make decisions that impact students or employees?
I would say that it's important for school trustees to meet with their constituents. I think that trustees on key issues should have town halls with the folks in their zones. I know I've not been invited to one in Zone 7. Perhaps I missed my invitation. Anyways, I think that is an important step for key or major issues that arise, is to meet with the actual parents involved, and then not only meet with the parents, but also then to take time and meet with the teachers, meet with the staff, meet with the principals, and hopefully get a better flavor for everybody's perspective on the issue before they attend the meeting.
I like it.
Good.
All right, that concludes our board meetings questions. We're going to move to a new topic of policies. Are you familiar with the Balanced Calendar Initiative that's been mentioned?
I've heard of it.
Okay. Do you support a Balanced Calendar Initiative? Why or why not?
I don't support a balanced calendar at this point in time. I think summer breaks are important for our kids. I think it's a great bonding time for parents and kids. And I also feel that if parents feel that their kids need more of some type of education during the summer, there's all sorts of programs and camps that they can get their kids involved in.
I like it.
Okay, me, right?
Yep.
Okay. Some employees and community members are very resistant to change, while others see change in a positive way. How do you view change in the context of educational programs?
I think change for anybody is scary for the most part. It's kind of a fear of the unknown. But I think the only way to evolve and get better is to sometimes just go for it and make a change. Now for Zone 7, I hope my fellow residents in Zone 7 decide, you know what, I'm tired of where things currently are, and let's give John a shot.
I'm a resident of Zone 7, and I will be voting for change. So the current board, this is my observation, appears to operate in a prove that we can't do this sort of rhythm regarding their masking. They've basically masked children and basically said to the parents, prove we can't do this. They just seem to operate in an ends justify the means sort of model. Would you consider yourself an ends justify the means type of person when it comes to getting things done? Or do you consider your convictions and principles when making decisions?
I think convictions and principles are extremely important. And no, I don't feel that the ends justify the means. The process is important. We're a constitutional republic. Our founders put into place various processes for the way things get done. And I think it's super important to follow those processes.
We're going to move to another category tonight. We're going to talk about special education.
All right.
Okay. So, do you know of any of the struggles that kids in special needs department have been dealing with within the last several years? Do you have any personal experience, or have you heard any experience?
Yeah, I've met with a group of moms that have had challenges with the current school system with their kids and getting IEPs put in place and getting them improved and getting the care that they need. So I have met with folks and I'm trying to get a better understanding as to what their needs are.
And yeah, I would just say, I mean, it very complex with all of that, but I think listening to people where they're at is a good
It's a
model.
good start.
Yep.
But I certainly have a lot to learn.
John, how can people connect with you?
I would say go to my Facebook site. It's John VonLangen for Building Schools. That'll give you links to websites, to email addresses, and feel free to reach out to me, and I'm happy to message you back.
Perfect. Well, folks, you just heard it from John VonLangen, trustee candidate for Zone 7 for Building Schools. He's pro-parent, he's pro-student, he's pro-education, he's pro-teacher. He just wants a quality education for your child. I think that tonight we showed and demonstrated why it would be a good idea to change in Billings Public Schools, why it's necessary. Ballots will be coming out in the middle of April, and they're due back by May 3rd. So when you get your ballot in the mail, just go ahead and check that name for John VonLangen. And you can find out more about us at makemaskinoptional.com. We'll have links to all the videos with all the trustee candidates that we've interviewed. And we hope that you'll vote for John.
Thank you for your time today. Appreciate it.
See you guys.